So in the 6 or 7 swing states, where's turnout most difficult, if you like, where, like, for both parties?
It's fascinating because it's different in every state. For give you a specific example, in Michigan, a critical swing state, we've talked about it a lot on the show. There's about that's right, you'll be there. You picked that over Las Vegas. Bad decision. Anyway, so there's 100,000 Palestinian Americans, citizens, legal to vote and so forth, who may vote in this election. They really don't like what's happening in Gaza. And they're never going to vote for Donald Trump, but the question is going to be, will they withhold their vote from Kamala Harris because they don't like her position on Israel? If they do, that little small subgroup could change the outcome of that state, and that state could change the outcome of the election. That pattern, LJ, is being repeated again and again, whether or not it's Hispanic casino workers in Las Vegas, Palestinian Americans in Michigan, or white suburban housewives in Atlanta. These subgroups are what everybody's sort of focusing on because the election is going to be so tight that a small change in those subgroups can change the outcome of the election.
Yeah, right. So there's those issues that are down the list of priorities when you ask people, because the economy is number one, but it's issues like that, like abortion, that actually get people out to vote, right? Because it's those, you know, almost culture war issues, right?
There is. Abortion is probably, you know, maybe a top 5 issue. It's certainly not a number 1 or number 2 issue anywhere.
In terms of a motivator.
That's exactly right. In terms of those subgroups who can move the needle one way or the other. And that's what both campaigns are trying to find right now. How do we motivate our people to actually show up? Sometimes, if I'm the candidate, it's because maybe you love me. And if you love me enough, you'll show up. But maybe if you're the candidate, I'm trying to get them to really hate you. And that might motivate them to show up as well.
Let's get a prediction from you this far out there. What states does it come down to, and who?
So I'm telling folks to watch Pennsylvania. The thing about Pennsylvania, this is what I tell my Australian friends, I tell this to folks in the UK, all around the world when I travel, don't stay up late to watch. I don't know where my camera is. There it is. Don't stay up late to watch because it's a really good chance we might not know the outcome of this election for days.
Absolutely, do stay up. Stay up.
Afterwards. No, just watch you in the morning the next day. Don't stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning here to watch because I don't think you're gonna know right away.
Right.
It could be days, if not weeks, after election.
So if it just comes down to Pennsylvania, who wins?
Right now, I got to think it's Donald Trump, and here's why. There's a lightly reported piece of information that says that we have to register to vote. You can't just show up in most states. You can't just show up and vote on the day. You have to register in advance in many states, including Pennsylvania. And new registrations are leaning heavily towards white, uneducated, uncollege-educated Republican males in the western half of the state, and that is Trump country.
Okay. Mick Mulvaney, great to have you here.
Fun stuff. Good to be here.
If things go bad in the US, just move here. It's fine.
It's great. I love it.
The water's warm. See you soon.
It's going to be summertime. That's fantastic.